Hello again, YouTube. This is the truth, man, giving you the truth. I want you to see something real fast. Hopefully I can show you this. Take a look at this picture. Oh. Protesters seek more aid for Cubans. Now I'm out here in the field. You gotta excuse me, this is Darkness Edition, where I talk about topics and people that are lost, that are based on the decisions of people that are lost, so on and so forth. So I do apologize if you can't see me that well. Maybe that's a little better. I'm talking on this one about socialism and communism. Now again, a lot of y'all want these stimulus checks. Y'all want people to give you handouts. You got guys out here robbing people, talking about, and I've heard people say, why should I have to work when I could just take it from somebody else? On multiple occasions. They don't care about their life. They don't care about other people's life. This is the criminal element of socialism. It's the criminal element of socialism. And for those of you in the United States that want socialism, all you got to do, that's why I showed you that ad. And that's why I mentioned that ad in one of the nation's newspapers that talks about how now Cuba wants aid, and all these countries that talk about how much you should make and negate and neglect the fruits and the benefits of hard work. Instead, they want you to work hard, and then they decide how much of your money goes to the needy and how much of your money goes to you. Now, you say, well, we need free health care on this health care. I ain't gonna say his name, but y'all know the care I'm talking about. You want these things, but at what expense? At what expense do you and are you willing to sacrifice to get these things? Listen, that's why this is the Darkness Edition. It takes a lost soul, like a really lost soul. I'm talking about evil, deceptive, malicious, to want a person to produce on a massive scale, but yet still have the same income and intake, financial intake, as a person who's doing nothing more than sitting around drinking beers. Now you gotta ask yourself, what's wrong with you if you trust people who are presenting this to you? Like, a lot of times, like, I used to get in a lot of debates, but now at this point, I just feel like it's not worth it. Like, just let people think how they want. And there's really some things that's gonna happen. There's nothing I can do to stop it. Only thing I can do is hope that the people who got these diabolical plans will see my videos and other videos and change their mind. Or the Most High will change his mind about letting it happen. But capitalism is the fair system. It might not be 100% fair. It may be, in some ways, it may be a monopoly for some. But yet, if you produce on a massive scale, then you should be the one that becomes wealthy. Let's say, for instance, let's say I have 10 rental properties bringing me 100,000 a month apiece. Nothing wrong with them. I don't have to do any repairs on them. They're giving me 100,000 a month apiece. And for 10 straight years, my expenses on these properties are minimum. I'm good with money. I invest, I save. You do the math. That's $1 million a year, 10 years, that's 10 million. And let's say my expenses total like 200,000. That leaves me with 9.8 million. Take out taxes, income taxes, all these other things. When everything comes out and I have 6 million and I can buy a Rolls Royce and I can live in a lakefront property, I got 10 properties. I got 10 properties that bring me 100,000 a month apiece, which is 1.2 million. You know, I mean, now if somebody else choose to be disgruntled and try to steal their way into eating, how is that my fault? How is that any other rich person's fault? I'm not saying I'm rich, I'm just using it as an example. This is just an example. Because I don't want you socialists to try to come get me, and then if I get you, now we're on a whole, maybe somebody will try to give you a statue. But anyway, y'all get the point I'm making. Socialism is nothing more than a plan to destroy a country, to build up whoever is running the country. Because you ever notice how the people who run these countries, they're always well-to-do. But the people, it's always a large base of people who are in extreme poverty. Now in the United States, if you're healthy and you're in the right state of mind, poverty in most cases, I would say at least is 60% self-inflicted. 60% self-inflicted. If you choose to commit crimes, get felonies, go in and out of prison, you die out here trying to rob somebody that's not scared of you, so on and so forth. You choose to work jobs that pay $8 an hour instead of getting training or going back to school to make work jobs that pay $100,000 a year. I mean, that's just your fault. It's nobody's fault but yours. You can't expect other people to help you. Now, if they choose to, they choose to. Like Rocky said in the scene on Rocky 3 to Paulie. Paulie said, friends owe. And Rocky's response was, friends don't owe. They do because they want to do. And before Paulie attacked him because Rocky called him a jealous, lazy bum. And y'all know how I do. Eventually you're going to see that scene in one of my videos. Because it's a classic. It's classic. And then you got these people who think they're progressive. They wear the hairstyle, they have the beards and all this, all that. And then the older people who think they're progressive because they poke themselves with you know what, and they vote for Biden and all this other stuff. Listen, if you want socialism, why am I even talking to you? You're not smart enough to talk to me. You're not smart enough to talk to people like me, because you basically want people like Mark Cuban and Jeff Bezos and anybody else that's successful to take care of you. And nothing is wrong with you. And even if something was wrong with you, even going back to what's written in the Bible, they weren't forced to take care of the poor in their communities. So that's what my little take on socialism and capitalism. Capitalism is just basically capitalizing on consumers and on the possibilities and the abilities to amass wealth. Socialism is, okay, we pull from everybody to give, it's the Robin Hood theory, if you will. And y'all think you really doing something. You sure hated Trump. Y'all sure hated Trump. But let's be honest, your boy is already headed towards inflation. Higher unemployment. Think. The pandemic, right? Right? If it happened on its own, with no doctors, nobody helping it happen, then that's different. But if you got people that are forcing these things to happen and have a little behind the scene, like the little old man from Wizard of Oz, plans to destroy the middle class and to destroy those on their way up, then, if you think the Most High is going to allow this stuff to keep going on, then get ready. Get ready, because one thing you don't know about God, all of you who think you are so smart, you think you're so smart with your little state degrees and your little 4-year program degrees, and you're walking around arrogant. Oh, I just built this part of my house. Oh, I just rebuilt this on my house. You're arrogant, and then out of the next side of your mouth, you blaspheming God, talking about you don't believe in God and you don't get off into that. It's going to be people like you that's going to make the Most High allow the countries who want to be on the top, who don't like the United States anyway, to bring what they call in certain communities that funk. Thanks for watching. This video is a discussion on socialism and capitalism. Like, share, subscribe.